Hello future engineers and my dear students, welcome back to Mudassir Academy. I am Mudassir. In today's lecture, we are going to discuss a very important concept from linear algebra, that is diagonalization. And as per the VTU syllabus, you are required to study diagonalization of only a 2x2 matrix. That's all. And my dear students, with examinations around the corner, this is the right time to be extra careful, practice consistently and focus on getting the maximum marks. I strongly recommend you to go through the playlist and the courses available on my channel, where almost everything required for the examination is covered to improve your CGPA and get good marks. Please do the favor of sharing these videos with your friends, your classmates, your study groups as much as possible, so that each and every student of engineering gets benefited from this resource. Also, do subscribe to stay updated with important upcoming videos, including the model question paper solutions for all the branches. Finally, do follow my Facebook page and my Instagram page. The link is given in the description below for more model question papers, VTU important questions from all modules and important regular updates. Now, coming back to the problem, find the modal matrix of A is equal to 4, 1, 2, 3 and verify its diagonalization. Now, the meaning of modal matrix is nothing but a matrix of eigenvectors. That means we need to first find the eigenvectors and from that we can diagonalize it. Okay, so let's see the process step by step. So I'll be explaining in a very simple way. Please focus here. My words are designed to enter your brains perfectly and fit in there. So please pay full focus here and better practice along with me to understand each and every concept correctly. Now we have the matrix given as A is equal to 4, 1, 2, 3, a 2x2 matrix. First, we need to find the eigenvalues. In the previous video, we discussed the finding the eigenvalues and eigenvectors for a 3x3 matrix. Okay, so you can also refer that also. Now here it's very simple, it's a 2x2 matrix. So for finding the eigenvalues and eigenvectors, we need to first find the characteristic equation. That is, from the characteristic equation, we can find the eigenvalues. And the characteristic equation is given by determinant of A minus lambda I equals 0. Okay, that means determinant of 4 minus lambda 1, 2, 3 minus lambda is equal to 0. Fine. So let's solve this determinant here. One way of solving the determinant is a traditional way where you multiply 4 minus lambda into 3 minus lambda minus 2 into 1 is equal to 0 and find the values of lambda. Okay, solve the equation. The best method is make use of the simple relation here. See, first is since 2x2 matrix, lambda square minus sum of diagonals. This is faster. Diagonal into lambda plus determinant of A equals to 0. Now here as you see, it's lambda square minus, what is sum of diagonal? 4 plus 3 is 7, 7 lambda plus, determinant. What is determinant? 4 is a 12, 12 minus 2, that is 10. 10 is equal to 0. Now, you need to solve this equation using a calculator and get the values of lambda. So, we use a calculator here. Let's say I am using FX997W. We go to home, we go to equation. Then this is simple polynomial, second order, ax square plus b to c, 1 equals to minus 7 equals to 10. Let execute 10, execute. We get the values as 5 and 2. So we get lambda is equal to 5, 2. 5, 2. These values are called as what? Eigenvalues. Please underline it. Okay. So these are called as lambda is equal to 5 and 2 are called as eigenvalues. Now, each eigenvalue will have its own eigenvector. Let's find the eigenvector now. Now, to find the eigenvector, we'll take the equation. Let us say A minus lambda I into, say, x is equal to, that is variable, xy is equal to 0. Okay. Now, if you put it here, see, very simple way. This is for x, this is for y. Right. Now, based upon this, we can write 4 minus lambda into x plus y is equal to 0, and second row 2x plus 3 minus lambda into y is equal to 0. These are the equations we obtained. No need of both the equations, we can simply choose one equation here. I choose the first one, or see, if both you get the same result, use any one of this here. So if I use the first equation here, first is what? Lambda is equal to, we will first find for lambda is equal to 5. Okay, for lambda is equal to 5, put here, what is 4 minus, we are using only the first row here, this is first and second, right here, this is first and second, we will use only the first equation. So put in place of lambda, put 5, 4 minus 5 is minus x plus y equals to 0, okay, or x equals to y. That implies, so whatever comes below the ratio is the eigenvector. So I can rewrite this as x by 1 equals to y by 1. That means this value down, because there is nothing else, so simply x is equal to y. So I can take 1 and 1 down. These values are the eigenvector. Therefore, for, that implies for lambda is equal to 5, the eigenvectors are, I take it as x naught is equal to, what are they? Column wise 1 and 1. That's it. We get 1 and 1. Okay. Now next, let's move to lambda is equal to, so there are two eigenvalues 5 and 2. Let's move to lambda is equal to 2 now. Okay. For lambda is equal to 2 implies, let's put here 4 minus 2 is 2x plus y is equal to 0, or 2x will be equal to minus y. Am I right? So this I can simply write it in ratio form as x by, see, minus 1 take it down, minus 1 is equal to y by this 2 take down. That means we have, what is the ratio down? Minus 1 and 2. That means minus 1 and 2 are the eigenvectors for lambda is equal to 2. So for lambda is equal to 2, eigenvectors, or I take x1 is equal to, this I take an x naught, x1 is equal to minus 1 and 2. Now we got the, from the characteristic equation we found eigenvalues. Putting the eigenvalues in the equation, we found the corresponding ratios of the eigenvectors. Okay, now the matrix of the eigenvectors column wise is called as modal matrix. Get it? All right. Therefore, modal matrix is, I take it as P is equal to, we denote easily as P is equal to matrix of eigenvectors column wise, that is 1 1 1 1 and minus 1 2. That's it. So this is the modal matrix. Now, as they mentioned here, find a modal matrix that carries mass. So we underline here, modal matrix is that much. Now after finding the modal matrix, they are asking to verify diagonalization. The formula for diagonalization is diagonalization given as D is equal to P inverse AP. You have to memorize this perfectly. See the order is what? P inverse AP. Don't change the order. P inverse AP, diagonalization, is given by P inverse AP. Where P is the modal matrix, inverse, P inverse is the inverse of that. So first I will find P inverse. So P inverse equals to how much? See, P inverse can be found in two ways. One is using the traditional, your what you studied in the old standards, that is in the formula. So if A matrix is equal to A, B, C, D, then we can simply write A inverse is equal to 1 upon determinant of A into A, B, C, D. So what do we do here? Simply this A and D interchange, D and A, and the diagonal elements get interchanged, and the remaining elements have a negative sign, minus C minus B. That's all. So using this, let's verify this here. We have, that implies P inverse is equal to, See here it was A inverse was 1 upon determinant A and this process. Here we are finding the inverse of P. So P inverse is 1 upon determinant P, and this is very simple. What's the determinant of this? 1 into 2 minus 1 into minus 1. So 1 into 2 is 2, 2 minus 1 minus 1 plus 1, that is 3. 1 upon 3 into D minus B minus C, that is, see 1, 2, they will interchange, this will become 2 and this is 1, and this will get opposite signs, minus 1 minus 2 minus plus 1. This is what you get. Okay, so I'll write P inverse is equal to, I'll write 2 by 3, let's multiply inside, 2 by 3, then 1 by 3 minus 1 by 3 and 1 by 3. This is the P inverse matrix. Okay, see, we have solved it like this. There is one more way of finding the inverse, that is using a scientific calculator. I'll shown both here. I'll use both the FX991 C1W and FX991 US plus second edition. I'm using FX991 C1W here, the modern one. Now let's enter it here. See, one more thing, I'll show you a very simple trick. I will do the entire solution using the calculator. Now I am showing you to find how to find inverse here. So I'll show you the entire thing using the calculator. So please pay close attention here. A simple trick. What I'll do is, see what diagonalization D is equal to P inverse AP. Right. Now you're finding for P inverse. What I'll do, I will assign this P as matrix B. Then this, when I assign P as matrix B, when I find its inverse, when I press execute, the answer will be stored where in mat answer. That is, P inverse is stored in the location where mat answer in your calculator. And this matrix A, I will take it as matrix A only. That's all. So things will become easy for me. Listen carefully and observe how I am doing it. First, go to always home, then go to calculate and you press settings, always reset. Okay, then initialize all, the best practice. Yes, fine. Now you go to the matrix mode. Okay, tools, matrix. So first what I told, you're finding inverse side P. I'm entering as matrix B. So matrix B, rows is 2 and column is also 2. Confirm. So let's enter the matrix P here. 1, execute minus 1, execute 1, execute 2, execute. Yes. So my P is entered in matrix B. Now I'll find P inverse. Check how to find. So again go to catalog, press matrix, matrix B. Where is inverse button here? See the golden shift now, below the shift. Yes, after that 1, 2, 3 button. So shift, it is top above the button, inverse is there, box inverse. So press inverse. Execute. What's the answer? The moment I execute, the answer is the same as it is. That is, see, 2 by 3, 1 by 3, row wise, then minus 1 by 3 and 1 by 3. This is how to find inverse using calculator. Okay. Now, what I told you, when I press execute, this answer for inverse is stored in mat answer here. Therefore, the diagonalization is given as D is equal to, that implies D is equal to P inverse AP. That is, what is P inverse? I write here 2 by 3, 1 by 3 minus 1 by 3, 1 by 3 into A. What's the A here? A is 4, 1, 2, 3. 4, 1, 2, 3 into, what is P here? 1 minus 1, 1 minus 1, 1, 2. There is no need to multiply again because everything is stored in the calculator. Simply what to do now? Press AC. Now, as you see, matrix A, I need to store in the mat A only. Okay, so let's see. Tool, matrix A, again row is 2 and column is also 2. So confirm. Now we'll store the matrix A. 4, execute 1, execute 2, execute 3, execute. Done. So we have the entire thing stored here. We have entered matrix BS, the matrix PSB. We found inverse is stored in matrix answer, and we entered the AS matrix A itself. Now simply multiply what? Catalog, matrix. What's this? This is matrix answer, go down, answer into mat A again catalog matrix, mat A into again lastly this is P. What is P? Mat B. Catalog mat B. Press the button, execute. See the answer. We are getting the diagonal form. So the diagonal form is 5 0 and 0 2. Diagonalization means diagonalized matrix is nothing but only the elements along the principal diagonals exist, rest all is 0. Therefore, the diagonalized matrix verified is 5 0 0 2. That is, it is diagonalized. The matrix is diagonalized. That's all. So this is the solution what we have. Okay. So we have found the, as per the question, the modal matrix. Then we verify its diagonalization. That's it. Okay. Now one more thing. See, the calculators operation differ. There is one more calculator called FX991 ES plus. I show the same step there also. Okay. So here see I had me the FX991 ES plus second edition. So here also see, first you go to on, then shift, clear the memory, reset all, AC. Okay. Now we go to mode 6. Here the process is straightforward. What are you asking? Go to AC, then shift matrix dimension. First what? We enter matrix B, SP, second. So that is, it is 2 row 2 columns, so number 5. Okay. So enter P matrix here. What is that? 1 equals to minus 1 equals to 1 equals to 2 equals to AC. Now to find inverse, the button is directly here. Shift, again go to number 4, that's matrix B, where it is F4, inverse. Inverse is here. Inverse next to the log of in the calculation row, that's inverse. That is inverse is equal to, see, same thing, 2 by 3, 1 by 3, minus 1 by 3 and 1 by 3. We get a same inverse. Now as you know, matrix B is P. Answer is P inverse. Now let's enter the matrix A here. Again shift matrix dimension, matrix the number 1 matrix A, 2 by 2 matrix. For matrix A, 4 1 2 3, 4 execute 1 execute 2 execute 3 execute AC. Now let's do the operation, multiply it as that said, P inverse A into P only. So now shift matrix answer 6 into A, shift matrix A is 3 into B, shift matrix B is 4 is equal to 5 0 0. That's the solution. This is how we find the diagonalized matrix. Okay. So I explained in the most simplest way as possible using both the calculators. So do like this, you get full marks in the examination. But the matrices, it looks easy. Many people know, they tell matrix is very easy, you will answer that and get full marks. But in examination, that's not the case. The answers are results are different. Because due to lack of practice, the students fail in getting the correct answer and they struggle with the calculator. So I explain each and every step here. So please use whichever calculator you have and practice the same problem only on other problem by changing number and verify your answers. So once you verify the answers correct, then your confidence increases and the chances of answering in the examination and getting the full marks also increasing. I hope you will follow my advice and do the same. So that's all for today's video. Please stay updated for upcoming videos. Till then, happy engineering, best of luck for exams. Bye.